And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. One goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Fitzpatrick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false starts matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll go on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Kill! Ready!
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Carl Nassib in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready! 13! Got it! 21! Ready, success!
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Set. Move 45. Move 45. Hut. 3, 3, 3, 3. Force. Force.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready. You waiting? Ready for touch.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He gets it to Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready! 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 Force! Force!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Force! Ready!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Three.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. One day. Ready? You waiting? Watch out.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready? You waiting?
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss boy, your numbers don't add up on the That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to you all get a bird. This Oprah. Layers and ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers and ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
14. Ready. You waiting? 13. 11. Got it. Ready, what's that?
From midfield, here's Breeze. being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And give them a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, four down. Ready? You waiting? Got it.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
Three. Over. Hut.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Scott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready? You waiting? Eleven. Over.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21. Ready? You waiting? Monday.
On play action, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
11.
On first down, Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Breeze now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Move 45. Move 45.
2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Now, you saw on your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, 21, 21. Got it. Hey,
now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. 58, right over there. Yeah, 13.
Now Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Scott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Ready. You ready?
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. For left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, Scott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Breeze now to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. Let's see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Breeze now on third and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Now they'll run on the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Fitzpatrick on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Force. Set. Ready.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First and 10, Fitzpatrick. Airing this one out for Evans. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Hey, we are ready. We're waiting. Hey, kill. 58, Mike. 58, Mike. 21. Over. Ready, what's that?
Breeze to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a play fake. Breeze. staying on his feet. Flushed out, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. We're waiting. One day.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, blue 45. Blue 45. 3, 3, 3, 3.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Set. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, kill. Under. Ready. Yellow 80. 21.
Breeze now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st down, Scott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready. We're waiting.
Play action, Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21. Hey, two. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Breeze to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Breeze to throw again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's the backup Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Winston bringing it in. Jackson left side. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On play action, Winston. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Black 22. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonny.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check. Hey, kill.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They get it to him running left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Breeze now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ready. Black for the pass. Hot. Boys, hot. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Easy, easy, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green, triple C. Boys, hot. Follow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C. Boys, hot.
Jameis now on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready. Black 25. Follow. Green, Trevor C.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Winston. Binds up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And he'll go on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do. Hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got this picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. High Rex on her. Yeah. Big Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark team. Who's you? My shawty pulling up.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete to QT. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Hayes able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there.